Nifty advances for second session, led by M&M and Reliance Industries. Midcap index hits record high. Later the EV transition journey, but want to bring the best of offerings to customers, says Anisha of M&M. Stay tuned for exclusive chat. Looking forward for full-fledged budget in July, says Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Speaking at the annual CII Business Summit, expresses confidence of the Prime Minister coming back to power with good majority. S. Shankar says migration challenges have eased for Indian workforce, advises to do due diligence before immigrating. Show of strength at Mumbai Shivaji Park by NDA, CM Eknath Shinde and Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis to accompany PM Modi. All right, so there are a plethora of funds available in the market to invest your hard-earned money in, but how do you assess which is the right fund for your portfolio? What are the criteria that one should look at? Now, to help you navigate through this maze and to help you achieve all your financial goals, we will take up your queries on the show, and to answer your queries, I have with me Pankaj Mathpal, MD, Optima Money Managers, and in case you want to send across your questions, you can do that via WhatsApp number, which is 865-797-4571. You can also email us your queries on themoneyShow@etnow.tv. So that's a place where you can send across your questions. So let's begin the financial planning session. Pankaj, good evening and welcome to the show. I have with me Rahul, our first viewer. Rahul, good evening. How are you doing? You're calling from?
I'm calling from Kolkata. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. And advance congratulations to you. You're planning to get married this year, and looks like you're planning to begin your investment journey as well. And so, yeah, tell us more about your future goals.
Yeah, so basically looking for, the optimization of my portfolio. I started my mutual fund journey 4 5 years back, but as you can see, I have, I think, a lot of debt and fixed kind of instruments. So I want to go more with equity. So I just want to restructure my, portfolio a little bit inclined towards equity. So I just want an overall plan looking at my current allocation.
Great. Okay, so across asset classes, it seems you have your money invested and you have a lot of funds also in your portfolio. Let me not read out all of those details because that will take up the time that we have allotted for your financial planning. So let's quickly go to Pankaj. Pankaj, what do you think is the solution for Rahul's portfolio? He looks like a very seasoned investor, has good amount of money allocated across asset classes and number of mutual funds also in his portfolio.
Kavita, good evening. See, it's good that allocation is across the asset classes, but what I can see that investment in conservative hybrid funds and debt-oriented schemes is good in size. So if you want to create wealth, you'll have to reduce exposure from debt and increase exposure in equity funds. So that is one suggestion. And Kavita, if I'm right, in his portfolio, he has Quant Balance Advantage Fund and White Oak Flexi Cap Fund. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in these funds, you can increase your exposure. And Mireya said mid-small cap momentum quality fund is there. You can increase your exposure in this too. But because equity funds are lesser, I'll suggest you when you reduce exposure to debt and conservative hybrid fund, you can add few more funds. One will be Kotak Multi-Cap Fund, ICICI Prudential Large and Mid-Cap Fund, and Motilal Oswal Mid-Cap Fund. So these three new funds you add to your portfolio. And as I mentioned, three other schemes from your portfolio where you should increase the exposure. And in fixed deposit plus conservative hybrid funds and this short duration funds, long duration funds, I mean debt-oriented funds, you should reduce your exposure to these funds.
All right, I have Rahul on the phone line with me. Rahul, is there anything else you want to ask Pankaj?
Yeah, so Correct. So I have actually now 30 lakhs around cash with me. I want to invest. So should I go with lump sum because the market is high, or I should do some SIP 5 lakhs per month something?
All right, the audio was not very clear to me, but Pankaj, were you able to figure out what he was
Yes.
asking?
Yeah, this part
Sure.
I could hear properly.
Yeah.
Rahul, see, when you have lump sum available with you, I'll not suggest that you should wait and you should invest in SIP mode. Instead, what you can do is you invest this, but not in one go. You can divide in 4 5 installments. So within a month or within 2 months, you can invest this whole amount of 30 lakhs. But investing through SIP mode will not make much sense. You can take advantage of STP if you want, or otherwise from your account directly in 4 5 installments, you can invest the complete amount.
All right, let's move on to our next question, which is from Hina. And okay, so Pankaj, Hina says that she wants to invest in mutual funds and she wants to maximize her tax saving. That's her first goal in having an investment portfolio. She wants you to recommend ELSS funds to her with good tax benefits, and she would also want to know if she can go ahead and do an SIP, or it's good for her to do a lump sum investment.
See, Kavita, if the investor has lump sum money available with him or her, then definitely it will not make sense investing through SIP mode. Yes, if you do not want to invest in one day, you can divide in 4 5 parts and invest it. And second thing, when you invest in ELSS, because ELSS has a lock-in of 3 years, so each installment will have a lock-in of 3 years. So in this case, if you invest in lump sum, that will be better, especially for ELSS. Second thing, schemes, I'll recommend two schemes, SBI Long-Term Equity Fund and Motilal Oswal ELSS Tax Saver Fund. So these two schemes, and as I mentioned, in 2, 3, 4 installment, you invest the whole amount.
So, talking about Hina's question, Pankaj, I mean, you want to invest in mutual funds for tax saving benefits. That's a very good thought. But investing just for that should not be the right way to look at it. Maybe you want to do your right financial planning and then also include tax saving a part of it, especially if you are a old tax regime taxpayer. You can also tie it to any financial goal. I mean, just the tax saving benefit is not the only criteria that you should be looking at, investing in mutual funds.
Yes, Kavita,
Pankaj.
I agree with you. And but the good part is that at least she's planning to invest in ELSS, which I consider that it helps you saving tax as well as creating wealth. But yes, every investor, Hina or anybody, should first check whether the old tax regime or new tax regime is suitable for them, because this tax benefit under Section 80C will be available only under old tax regime. So if old tax regime is suitable, then yes, ELSS is a good choice for investment. And if you do not need that for tax saving, then invest in some other open-ended diversified funds. And yes, as you mentioned that for long-term goal, I always suggest when you're investing in ELSS, better you align this investment with your retirement goal, because every year you will need to invest in this. So whatever means you want to accumulate for retirement, if you align these investment to your that goal, it will be more suitable.
And because it's ELSS, you're recommending a lump sum investment, or that's the right way to look at ELSS? SIP is a no-no as far as tax saving investment mutual fund is concerned?
No, not necessary, but in case of Hina, because she asked me whether which will be a better choice. It means she does not have a cash flow problem. See, when investors want to invest regularly from their income, in that case, they don't have a choice. But if somebody has money available, then you want to create wealth, it will be better that you invest in one lump sum or in a short period. Otherwise, you will get returns only on the amount which has been invested. So if you want to create wealth, it is better you invest it and wait for long term, so that you can create more wealth. If you invest through SIP, it means you are getting returns only on the amount which is being invested. That is why I mentioned here. But if somebody wants to invest regularly from their regular income, in that case, SIP can be a good choice.
All right, we have more viewer queries coming up, but then before that, let's take a quick break, and post that we have more viewer queries to be answered. Just in case you want to send across your questions, you can do that. WhatsApp us your queries, or you can also email us your questions. See you after this break.